That's awkward. All right. Well, I'm Rachel Chaffetz, 9168.
I'm Hannah Cantor. I'm 9164.
I'm Kendall Young, 9182. And this is the electrical safety presentation. So when working with equipment, you're going to want to regularly check all of your equipment, making sure like the cords are good, outlets are good, nothing's frayed, nothing's broken, there's no bent plugs.
We want as straight as can be plugs, and if there's any fraying or cords that have been used over time, if they're damaged in any way, we got to make sure we replace them.
And keeping a logbook can help doing that. Keeping a maintenance log of what has been fixed and when it was fixed, and then what still needs to be fixed, and then keeping things that need to be fixed set to the side so no one touches it or uses it.
You also need to worry about outlet safety. You don't want to short circuit by plugging too many items in, so you might want to get a power strip with a surge protector for more than one plug, like if you're trying to use your straightener or once you get the hair thing done. And then once you plug in, you want to pull from this area and not from this area because it's dangerous.
Also has the chance of unplugging it. And then anything near an outlet could technically be a safety hazard. Clean spills immediately that are near outlets or anything electrical.
You also want to keep the cords off the floor and away from everyone's feet to prevent tripping and stuff like that.
Keeping anything that could be flammable away from your outlets or electrical equipment, especially when using a flat iron or a curling iron. They get hot and that can cause fire, explosion. Same with using extension cords and adapters. Using those can override your outlets and that can cause a fire or short circuit.
Another thing to make sure is when you do any kind of cleaning around the salon, you want to make sure that it is all turned off and unplugged before any liquids are near or any cleaning product is near the area you are cleaning. And then to also make sure you follow the fire codes for the local fire enforcement.
And keeping your hands dry when going up to use any electrical equipment, making sure it's not wet, making sure your area around is not wet.
And then for any fire extinguisher, you have to remember the 4 steps, which is pass, it's pull the pin for the handle, aim the cord, and you have to aim the hose about 6 feet away. The first S is to squeeze the handle from the start, and then the second S is to spray the chemical mixture back and forth to make sure it's an even coverage. And then
keeping up with your light sockets, if you notice any damaged outlets or broken outlets, to replace those immediately and not wait. That's a fire hazard. You don't want to knot your cables, keep them
as straight
not
as
free,
possible.
because that can cause tension and that can cause damage and breaking and ripping of the cords.
You don't want to try to plug in the wrong plugs or force anything that shouldn't be forced into the plug, or it can be electrocuted or something.
And not to use any adapters as well. So if there's a specific outlet for a specific port, you're going to use the proper one for that outlet. So if even for washers and dryers, you need to make sure they're actually loaded in the proper way so nothing catches fire. And then also washing the towels and capes for the salon place, you need to make sure you empty out the lint dryer so nothing
Make
catches
sure you
fire.
unplug everything.
Yes.
When not in use.
Yes. And to make sure to store it properly and make sure it doesn't get wet in the process. We're
4:21.
Does anyone else have anything to say?
Just making sure everything is checked regularly, probably like once or twice a week, going over your equipment, inspecting it, making sure it's all up to speed, it all looks good. Just kind of keeping up with your things so you don't get hurt or you don't hurt a client or someone else in the salon.
Also want to make sure that if there are any pipings in the building near electrical, which there shouldn't be, but to make sure that the hot and cold pipes are bonded correctly.
And go ahead.
Oh, no, great.
You
good.
know, as soon as things are unplugged, it means the charges, that's circular charge, it becomes disconnected, which means
Nothing's
it's a good,
plugged in.
nothing is plugged in, which is good.
And that would conclude our safety presentation for electrical stuff.
Woo!
Yep.